Okay, so let's kick things off. You want to learn English and probably like learn it fast.
Yeah,
It often feels like there should be some kind of secret, right? A magic trick.
that's what everyone hopes for, it seems. And it's understandable. But looking at the source material for this deep dive, it's pretty clear.
No magic bullet.
No magic bullet. But the good news is there are smart habits, core habits, really, that make a huge difference in speed.
Right. And that's what we're digging into. We've got these excerpts from Mastering English Quickly, 5 core habits. Our mission here is basically to unpack those 5 habits. What are they? Why does this source claim they work so well? And importantly, how can you actually use them?
Exactly. And what I find interesting is the focus isn't just on what you do, but doing it consistently. Targeted practice.
Okay, so what's the first one they talk about?
Habit 1, immersion. And this isn't just, having the radio on low in the background.
Right.
It's about actively surrounding yourself. Watching TV shows you actually like, listening to music you'd listen to anyway, maybe following some YouTubers.
So making English part of your daily environment, unavoidable almost.
Precisely. Letting your brain soak it in constantly so it starts picking up patterns without you even consciously trying all the time.
Okay, that makes sense. And connected to that, the source mentions something they called a game changer. Shadowing.
Oh, yeah. Shadowing is powerful.
Because it shifts you from just passive listening to active speaking, doesn't it?
It really does. You're not just hearing it. You're repeating it right after the speaker, trying to copy the tone, the rhythm.
Mimicking everything.
Exactly. It literally builds the muscle memory for how English should sound and feel when you speak it, gets you producing the sounds yourself.
Which is critical. You can't just listen forever.
Right. And the source also brings up using modern tools, specifically language learning apps, things like Duolingo or Quizlet, Anki.
Oh, okay. The apps.
Yeah, and look, they aren't the whole solution on their own, but they really help with making vocabulary practice consistent.
How so?
Well, through things like, spaced repetition or making it feel like a game, it turns that kind of drill work, which can be tedious, into something manageable, maybe even fun, little daily steps.
Gotcha. So you're immersing, you're actively mimicking with shadowing, using apps for the vocab. What about actually generating your own sentences, talking?
Great point. That leads straight into habit number 2. Speak daily.
That one sounds a bit intimidating for some people, maybe.
It can, yeah. But the source suggests starting really simple, like speak to yourself.
To yourself.
Yeah, describe what you're doing. Okay, now I'm making coffee. Narrate your morning routine. Talk about what you see out the window. Even just a minute or 2 helps.
Okay, I see. Getting your mouth moving, forming sentences in real time.
And then, if you can, try finding a speaking partner. There are platforms like Pandem or HelloTalk designed for exactly that.
Connecting language learners.
Exactly. And the source emphasizes that even really short daily chats, low pressure, they build confidence like crazy and help you think faster in English when you do need to talk to someone.
Right. It stops being this academic thing and becomes a real tool.
Precisely. You're actually using it.
Okay. Makes sense. What's next? Habit 3.
Habit 3 is writing. Again, start small. The source suggests keeping a short daily journal, in English, obviously.
Just a few sentences.
Yep. Even just 3 sentences a day. Why? Because it forces you to actually think about grammar, choose words carefully, retrieve that vocab you learned.
It solidifies things differently than speaking does.
Yeah.
More deliberate.
Exactly. Deliberate construction. And then there's habit 4, which sounds simple, but is really effective. Read out loud.
Just grab any English text and read it aloud.
Pretty much. It directly helps your pronunciation because you hear yourself. It connects the written word you see with the sound it makes. Plus, you notice where you stumble.
Ah, so it highlights your weak spots.
Yeah, it shows you what you need to practice more. Builds confidence, too. Hearing yourself speak more smoothly over time.
Okay, let me quickly recap those. We've got immerse yourself completely, actively shadow speakers, use apps for vocab, speak daily, even if it's just to yourself, write a short daily journal, and read out loud. That's quite a toolkit.
It is, and if you look at the source's main conclusion, it's really about the combination and the consistency. Sticking with these things is what really drives the fast improvement they talk about.
Not just picking one, but layering them.
Right. It's diligently applying these practices, ideally every day. That's the engine for progress.
So, wrapping this deep dive up, what does this mean for you listening right now? Instead of hunting for that one magic trick, this source gives you a set of, well, pretty powerful habits.
Yeah, actionable steps.
Exactly. So here's a final thought to maybe chew on this week. Looking at all those habits, immersion, shadowing, using apps, speaking daily, writing, reading aloud, which one? Or maybe two.
Mm.
Are you going to genuinely commit to practicing consistently, starting now, to build that momentum?
Because starting, even small, and being consistent, that seems to be the real key, according to this source.
Couldn't agree more. Okay, that's all for this deep dive. We really hope breaking down these core habits from mastering English quickly gives you a clearer, more focused way forward.